Haribol, everybody. So I didn't get through all the Śaraṇāgatī songs in the session this morning, so now I'm going through all the rest. Once again, if you find any mistakes, please let me know so that I can enter them in, as this will be going to the printers very soon. we're going to entering these corrections, and then in just a few days from now, hopefully, we'll be able to finish everything. And yeah. All right, so where did we sing up to last time? I think we did this one already, right? Actually, no, I don't think we sang this yet. So I'll read the translation and then. O youthful son of the king of Raj, you are the Lord of lords. In accord with your will, universal creation and destruction take place. In accord with your will, Lord Brahma creates, and in accord with your will, Lord Vishnu maintains. In accord with your will, Lord Shiva destroys, and in accord with your will, Maya Devi constructs the prison house of this world. In accord with your will, the living beings take birth and die, and in accord with your will, they meet with prosperity and ruin, happiness and sorrow. The living being, bound by illusory Maya, simply wanders hither and thither. Without your will, he cannot accomplish anything. You are my only protector and maintainer. Except for your lotus feet, there is no hope for me. Having given up faith in my own strength and endeavors, I am solely dependent upon your will. Bhakti Vinod is very lowly and poor. According to your will, he lives and dies. Atome sarveshvareshvara Vrajendra Kumar Tomara ichhai vishve srijana sanghara Tava ichha mata brahma Korena srijana Tava ichha mata Vishnu Korena palana Tava ichha mate Shiva Korena sanghara Tava ichha mate Maya srijekara gara Tava ichha mate jive janama marana Samredine pata dukkha sukha sangatana Amiche maya pada jiva Asha pashe phire Tava ichha bina kichu korite na pare Tumi to rakha kayar palaka amara Tumi to rakha kayar palaka amar Tomara charana bina asha nahi ara Nija bala cheshta prate ভরসা ছাড়িয়া তোমার ইচ্ছায় আছি নির্ভর করিয়া। ভক্তি বিনোদয়াতি দীন কিঞ্চা তোমার ইচ্ছায় তার জীবন মরণ। ও তোমার ইচ্ছায় তার জীবন মরণ। Let me see, is anybody there? Oh, cool, there's a couple people there. Okay. I do not know by what strength I have come to attain shelter of you within your Dham. Sorry, let me reread that. I do not know by what strength I have come to attain shelter of you within your Dham. Truly, you are most benevolent, devoted to sanctifying and delivering the fallen. I rest all my hopes simply in the fact, O Lord, that you are saturated with compassion. There is no beneficiary more in want of your compassion than I. You will indeed subjugate all my fears. There is no one in the world with the power to deliver me. O merciful Lord, by your decree, please save this lowly and sinful soul. Leaving everything behind, O protector, I have settled at your feet. I am your eternal servant, and you are my sustainer and custodian, O Jagannath, O Lord of the universe. Everything is yours, and I am simply your servant. You shall deliver me. I have accepted your feet as my only shelter. I do not even belong to myself. Weeping, Bhakti Vinod has taken refuge at your feet. Please forgive my offenses and give me a taste for the holy name. Please maintain me in this way. No, just maintain me in this way. I don't know. Does it sound better with please there or not? One's begging and the other's kind of demanding, right? Maintain me in this way. Please maintain me. I don't know. Okay. কি জানে কে বলে ও তোমার ধামেতে হইনু শরণাগতা তুমি দয়াময় পতিত পাবনা তুমি দয়াময় পতিত পাবনা পতিত তারণে রাতা বরসায় আমার এই মাত্র না তুমি তো করুণাময় তব দয়া পাত্র নাহি মোর সমা অবশ্য বুঝাবে ভয় আমার তারিতে কাহারো শক্তি অবনি ভিতরে নাহি দয়াল ঠাকুর গোসন তোমার দয়াল ঠাকুর গোসান তোমার ঘোষণ তোমার অদমে পামারে ত্রাই কি জানি কি বলে তোমার ধামেতে হইনু শরণাগত সকল ছাড়িয়া আসিয়াছি আমি তোমার চরণে নাত আমি নিত দাস তুমি পালাইতা তুমি গুপ্তা জগন্নাথ ও তোমার সকল আমি মাত্র দাস আমার তরিবে তুমি তোমার চরণ করিনু বরণ আমার নাহি তো ভকতি বিনোদ কান্দিয়া শরণ লয়েছে তোমার পায় ক্ষমি অপরাধ নামে রুচি দিয়া ক্ষমি অপরাধ নামে রুচি দিয়া পালন করো তাই কি জানি কি বলে ও তোমার ধামেতে হইনু শরণাগত Wonder what the difference is between nahi and nahi. Really, is that like a mistake, or is there really a difference between those two words? Okay, checking to see. Hare Krishna, Shah Sharmaji and Gargarajji, Radhe Radhe. Okay, so now Ekono Bujinu Prabhu Tomara Charan. Okay. I have finally understood, O Master, that your lotus feet incessantly bestow utter ambrosia and complete freedom from fear and despair. Leaving everything behind, I have fallen at your lotus feet, O Lord. Your lotus feet shall protect me, my guardian. There is no other protector within this material world. I am your eternal servitor. I realize this at long last. The burden of my upkeep is now your concern. I have suffered great despair in a life of independence. By accepting the shelter of your lotus feet, however, all grief has been banished. Those feet, for the sake of which Rama Devi, the goddess of fortune, practices severe penance, and attaining which Lord Shiva acquired his propitious nature, his Shivatva, those feet, after attaining which Lord Brahma fulfilled the purpose of his existence, and which Narad Muni embraces in his heart, those very feet, the shelter of which award fearlessness, I bear upon my head. In supreme delight, I dance and sing of their virtues. Your feet will certainly deliver this Bhakti Vinod from the calamities of worldly existence. এখনো বুঝিনু প্রভু tomar charan. Ashoka Ayashokaya Bhayamrita Purna Sarvakhana. It would be too few syllables if I do it like this, right? Ashoka Bhaya. Yeah, it doesn't work. Ayashokaya Bhayamrita Purna Sarvakhana. Sakala Chariya Tuva Charanaka Male Oporiachiya Minata Tava Padatale Tava Pada Parmanat Rakhibe Amare Araka Karta Nahi E Bhava Sangsare Ami Tava Nita Das Janinu Eba Ayamara Palana Par Ekona Tomar Boro Dukha Payachi Swatantra Jivane Boro Dukha Payachi Swatantra Jivane Saba Dukha Dure Gelo Opada Varane Je pada lagiya Rama tapasya karila Je pada paiya Shiva Shiva tvalabhiya Je pada labhiya Brahma kritartha hoila Je pada narada muni hridaye dharila Je pada narada muni hridaye dharila Sheshe abhaya para shirete dhariya Parama anande nachi pada guna gaya Parama anande nachi pada guna gaya Sangsara vipada hoite avasya udar Sangsara vipad hoite avasya udar Bhakti vinode opar koribe tomar Bhakti vinode opar koribe tomar Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna. Okay, that all looks good. Acceptance of acts favorable for bhakti. Okay, now we come. Okay. I will certainly perform with extreme diligence those acts that are favorable for bhakti to you. Whatever in this world is favorable to bhakti, I will utilize by means of my physical senses. I will listen to narrations of you with earnestness, and I will behold your dham to the satisfaction of my eyes. I will nourish my body with your prasad, and I will relish the fragrance of tulsi that has adorned those offerings. I will continuously perform service to you with my hands, and will always reside in places within your abode. I will dovetail my desires and service to you, and will display my anger to those who are envious of you. In this way, may my every proclivity and every sentiment attain meaningfulness by being engaged favorably in service to you. Whatever I do that is favorable for your bhaktas, I accept as favorable for bhakti to you. Bhakti Vinod knows neither religion nor irreligion. May all his activities simply be favorable for bhakti. Tua bhakti anukul jai jai karya hoy. Tua bhakti. Once again. There. Okay. Let's go. Atua bhakti anukul jai jai karya hoy. Parama jatane taha koribo nishchay. O bhakti anukul jata vishaya sangsare. করিব তাহাতে রতি ইন্দ্রিয়ের দ্বারে শুনিব তোমার কথা যতন করিয়া দেখিব তোমার ধাম নয়ন ভরিয়া তোমার প্রসাদে দেহ করিব পোষণ নৈবেদ্য তুলসী ঘ্রাণ করিব গ্রহণ কর দ্বারে করিব তোমার সেবা সদা তোমার বসতি স্থলে বসিব সর্বদা তোমার সেবায় কাম নিয়োগ করিব তোমার বিদ্বেষী জনে ক্রোধ দেখাইব এরূপে সর্ববৃত্তি আর সর্বভাব তুয়ায় অনুকূল হয়ে লভুক প্রভাব তুয়া ভক্তায় অনুকূল যাহা যাহা করি তুয়া ভক্তি অনুকূল বলি তাহা ধরি ভক্তি নরা নাহি জানে ধর্ম ভক্তি অনুকূলতার Hos karma bhakti anukultar ho sab karma. Ashada bhakatan sharanagati Okay, next song. This we sing every Akadashi, this kirtan. Dust from the lotus feet of the pure devotees is most favorable for bhajan. Service to the pure devotees is the highest perfection and the very root of the creeper of prem. I'm going to change it to the vine of prem. That sounds nicer. I carefully observe Madhav's holy days, such as Akadashi and Janmashtami, for they are the mother of devotion. Knowing that Krishna dwells in these holy days, with great regard, I also accept them as my residence. In the company of devotees who have transcendental love, I will behold all the places where my Gaur joyfully wandered. My heart always prays for the opportunity to hear the mridanga play. Upon hearing a kirtan glorifying Sri Gaur, my heart dances in joy. Upon seeing the deity forms of the divine couple, I feel the highest bliss. Honoring their prasad enables me to conquer the material world of 5 elements. My home is transformed into Goloka Vrindavan when I see bhajan of Shri Radha Krishna being performed there. When I look upon the Ganga, which is the nectar emanating from the Lord's feet, my happiness knows no bounds. Upon seeing Tulsi, my heart becomes satisfied because I know she pleases Madhav. When I honor Shak, which is very dear to Gaur, I consider my life successful. Whatever he finds favorable for Krishna bhajan, Bhakti Vinod accepts every day with the greatest happiness. Ashodha Bhakata Charanareno Bhajanayano Kula Bhagata Seva Paramasedhi Premalati Kara Mola Shuddha Bhakata Charanareno Bhajanayano Kula Madhavati Bhakti Janane Jatane Palana Kori Krishna Vasati Vasati Boli Paramayadare Bari Gaurayamar Jesavastane Karalo Pramanarange Se Sabastana Heri Boyami Pranai Bhakata Sange Mridanga Vadya Shunite Man Avasara Sada Jache Gaur Bihita Kirtana Shuni Ananda Hridaya Nache Ananda Hridaya Nache Jugala Murti Dekhiya Mora Paramayananda Hoy Prasada Seva Karite Hoy Shakala Prapancha Jai যেদিন গৃহে ভজন দেখি গৃহেতে গোলক ভাই চরণ সিন্ধু দেখিয়া গঙ্গা সুখ না সীমা পায় তুলসী দেখি জুড়ায় প্রাণ মাধব তো শানে জানে গৌর প্রিয়া শাক সেবনে জীবন সার্থক মানে ভক্তি বিনোর কৃষ্ণ ভজনে অনুকূল পায় যাহা প্রতি দিবসে পরম সুখে স্বীকার করয়ে তাহা শুদ্ধ ভক্ত চরণ রেণু ভজনয়ানো কুলা শুদ্ধ ভক্ত চরণ রেণু ভজনয়ানো কুলা. Okay, 1 second. Okay. A vine, a vine-covered bower on the banks of Radhakund, Govardhan Hill, the shores of the Yamuna. Kusuma Sarovar, Manasa Ganga, the daughter of the Kalinda mountain, Yamuna, with her expansive waves. Vangshivat, Gokul, Dhir Samir, the trees, creepers, and shrubs of Vrindavan. Birds and deer, a cooling breeze from the Malaya hills, peacocks and bumblebees, pastimes with the Murali flute, the Venu flute, the horn bugle, footprints in the dust of that land, banks of clouds, springtime, the crescent of the moon, the conch and the kartals. I know that all these elements are most favorable to the divine couple's loving exchanges, and thus I consider them udipan, stimuli that invokes remembrance of their playful, amorous pastimes. I will not go anywhere giving up such stimuli, for to abandon them is to give up my very life. Bhakti Vinod says, "Please listen, O Khan. Your udipan is my very life and soul." Radha Kunda Tata Kunja Kutira Govardhana Parvata Yamuna Tira Radha Kunda Tata Kunja Kutira. Let's sing a little bit higher. Radha Kunda Tata Kunja Kutira Govardhana Parvata Yamunatira Kusuma Sarovara Manasa Ganga Kalinda Nandini Vipula Taranga Vangshivata Gokula Dhira Samira Vrindavana Taru Latika Vanira Kagamri Kakula Amalaya Batasa Mayura Brahmara Murali Vilasa Mayura Brahmara Murali Vilasa Venu Shringa Padachena Meghamala Vas Avasanta Sa Asha Shankar Shankakarata Avasanta Shashanka Shankakarata Yugala Vyase Anukula Jani Yugala Vilare Anukula Jani Halila Vilasa Udipakamani ये सब छोड़त कहीं नहीं जाओ ये सब छोड़त कहीं नहीं जाओ ये सब छोड़त परान हराओ ये सब छोड़त परान हराओ भक्ति विनोद कहे सुनो काना भक्ति विनोद कहे सुनो काना तुआ उद्दीपक हमारा परान तुआ उद्दीपक हमारा पराना राधा कुंड तट कुंज कुटीरा गोवर्धन पर्वत यामुनतीरा. That's interesting. Here it has melody and vilas as two separate things. So this is something I have to look into. Okay. Okay, this is the last Śaraṇāgatī time in the songbook. Whoever so karma exists in opposition to let's check the comments. Everything looks okay. Cool. Whatever so-called dharma exists in opposition to the edicts of bhakti, I will most carefully relinquish. I will never keep the company of those neglectful of bhakti to you, and I will never glance upon the face of persons averse to Sri Gauranga. I will never make my residence in any place that is detrimental to bhakti, and I will never develop attachment for any work that is disagreeable to bhakti. I will never read any literature that contradicts the doctrines of bhakti, and I will never hear any discourse that opposes bhakti. I do not regard any related to Sri Gauranga to be a tirtha, a holy place. I consider any karma or gyan that impedes bhakti to be most trivial. I never celebrate any occasion that hinders bhakti. I consider any relatives who are oblivious to bhakti to be strangers. I will give up any desires that impede bhakti. I will never accept foodstuffs given by non-devotees. Whatever I know to be unfavorable to bhakti, I will carefully forsake. This is my spoken promise. Falling at the lotus feet of the Lord, Bhakti begs for the strength to relinquish everything unfavorable to pure devotion. Atu bhakti anukul. Bhakti anukul. Tuva bhakti pratikul. Dharma jatera. परम जतने ताहा त्याजीव निश्चय तु भक्ति बहिर्मुख संग न करिब गौरांग विरोधी जन मुख न हेरिब भक्ति प्रतिकूल स्थाने न करिब सति भक्तिर अप्रिय कार्ये नाही करिरति भक्तिर विरोधी ग्रंथ पाठ न करिब भक्तिर विरोधी व्याख्या कभु न शुनिब गौरांग वर्जित स्थान तीर्थ नाही माने भक्तिर बाधक ज्ञान कर्म तुच्छ जाने भक्तिर बाधक काले न करि आदाय भक्तिर बहिर्मुख जाने जाने पर भक्तिर बाधिका स्पृहा करिब वर्जन अभक्त प्रदत्तयन न करि ग्रहण যাহা কিছু ভক্তি প্রতিকূল বলে জানে ত্যাজিব যতনে তাহা এ নিশ্চয় বাণী ও ভক্তি বিনোদ পড়ে প্রভুর চরণে মাগায়ে শকতি প্রতি কুলের বর্জনে ও মাগায়ে শকতি প্রতি কুলের বর্জনে Okay, now we'll sing these two songs, which aren't really part of Śaraṇāgatī, but we can include them in Śaraṇāgatī, why not? Well, one prayer to Janava Devi and then another prayer to Yogamaya, and then that's it for this session. And then later tonight, I want to go through all the Arti Kirtans, and then we'll be done. So let's see. Bhavar Nave Pore Mora. Where is it? I think it will be I think it's part of Upalabdhi. No, it's not. It's part of, no, it is part of Upalabdhi. I was right. Okay. Okay. Having fallen into this vast ocean of material existence, how will my bewildered soul find the shore? I have no clue how to reach it. I have no strength of accumulated pious activities, knowledge, sacrifices, yogic practice, austerities, or religiosity. Indeed, I have no resources at all. I am extremely weak and don't know how to swim. Who will rescue me from this calamity? The crocodile's enjoyment is a ferocious sight, and the waves of lust are constantly agitating me. I cannot tolerate the raging winds of the consequences of my activities in prior births. I simply weep with an agitated mind, for I see no sailors to rescue me. O Janavadevi, by virtue of your own good qualities, show compassion to the servant today and remove my afflictions. I have determined that I will cross over this vast ocean of material existence by taking shelter of the boat of your lotus feet. You are the potency of Nityananda Prabhu and the authority on Krishna Bhakti. Kindly bestow your lotus feet, which are like a desire tree, upon this servant. You have delivered many sinful persons. Today, this wretched beggar falls at your feet. Already see one mistake here. In Sambodhan, there's the feminine whatever is short, not long. Okay. That's too high. Let me make it lower. Bhavarnave pore mora akula para kise kula pavo tar na pai sandhana nayache karamaban nahi jnana bal jaga yoga tap dharma nayache sambala netanta dur balayami na jani satara ebi pade ke amare করিবে উদারা বিষয় কুম্ভীরতাহে ভীষণ শান কামের তরঙ্গ সদা করে উতে জনা প্রাক্তন বায়ুর বেগ সহিতে না পারে কান্দিয়া স্থির মান না দেখি কান্ডারে ও গো শ্রী জানাবা দেবী ও গো শ্রী জানাবা দেবী এ দাসে করুণা করো আজি নিজ গুণে গুছাও যন্ত্রণা তোমার চরণ তরি করিয়াশ্রয় ভবনব পার হব করেছি নিশ্চয় তুমি নিত্যানন্দ শক্তি কৃষ্ণ ভক্তি গুরু এ দাসে করো দান পদ কল্পতরু কত কত পামারে রে করেছ ধার তোমার চরণে আজ কঙ্গাল ছাড়া তোমার চরণে আজ কঙ্গাল ছাড় ও গো শ্রী জানব দেবী এ দাসে করুণা করো আজি নিজ গুণে গুছাও যন্ত্রণা There is no one in this world as wretched as I am. Having fallen into the vast ocean of material existence, I have become most agitated. O Yogamaya, O worshipful goddess of the Vaishnavas, O mother of the universe, when will you bestow your mercy and lift your veil of Mahamaya? I have heard your glories from the Vedic literatures. You bind souls who are averse to Krishna and make them engage in worldly life. To that person who, through the gradual dawning of good fortune, develops a favorable disposition towards Sri Krishna, you grant liberation and make him free from lamentation and fear. O Mother, please show your causeless mercy to this servant and grant me shelter in Vrindavan, for you are Yogamaya herself. By disregarding you, how can the jivas attain Sri Krishna? Krishna manifested his Ras Lila pastimes only by your mercy. You are an eternal companion of Sri Krishna and the mother of the universe. You have shown me the transcendental wish-fulfilling jewel of Krishna consciousness. O Mother, please glance upon me without reservation so that my faith in the Vaishnavas may increase at every moment. Without taking shelter of the lotus feet of Vaishnavas, Bhakti Vinod is not able to cross the ocean of material existence. Hoy amara saman hina nahi e samsare. Asthira hoyechi pori bhava parabare. Kula Devi Yoga Maya More Kripa Kori Avaran Sambharive Kabe Vishwadhari Shunechiya Game Vede Mahima Tomar Shri Krishna Vimukhe Bandi Korau Sangsara Shri Krishna Samukhya Jar Bhagya Krame Hoy Tare Mukti Diya Karo Ashokaya Bhai Edase Janani Kori Akaitavadaya Vrindavane Dehostan Tumi Yogamaya O Tomare Langhiya Kotha Jive Krishna Pai Krishna Rasa Prakatilo Tomara Kripa Tome Krishna Anuchari Jagata Janani Tumi Dekhaile More Krishna Chintamani Nishkapata Hoye Mata Chao Mora Pane O Vaishnave Vishwasa Vriddhi Hok Pratikshane Vaishnavacha Ranabhina Bhavapara Par Vaishnavacha Ranabhina Bhavapara Var Bhakati Vinodanare Hoye Pare Para O Bhakati Vinodanare Hoye Pare Para. All right, so that's all the Śaraṇāgatī kirtans and all the kirtans to Janava Devi and Yoga Maya. Oops, is that a big D? That should be a small D. And so later on this evening, I will go through all these Arati kirtans. Let's see how many others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so not so much. And then all these Mahaprasad kirtans. And then the whole Bengali section of the songbook will be finished. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. Hey, Pradyumna Prabhu. Later when? I don't know. Okay, cool. I don't know actually. Maybe in like, let's see, what time is it now? It's 6. Maybe in like an hour from now or an hour and a half from now. Let's say an hour and a half from now. Okay, Pradyumna, I'll send you a message. All right, Haribol, everybody.